she was about to go get something to eat. She said, "You good?" He said, "Yeah, I'm perfect, thank you." Like, all right, okay, yo.
It's Friday.
Real light skin, yo. I'm perfect. Wow.
Where's Gayle King?
He want to be Gayle King?
I said, where is Gayle King?
Oh my God, no.
Oh my goodness.
I want to be Gayle King too, so I can say stuff like that.
We are the Breakfast Club on this Friday. Let's get to the latest with Lauren.
What you got, LL Cool Bay?
Toni, Braxton, and Birdman are married. Yay!
That's what's up. When this happened?
So this actually happened 8 months ago, but we had no idea. And actually, it seems like their honeymoon period, like, you know, you first get married and it's all happy, it was a little shaky, according to these documents obtained by TMZ. So TMZ is reporting that they got married quietly. It was very secret. This happened August 8th. Now, in the first couple weeks of the marriage, like within the first 2 weeks of the marriage, there are documents that show that Toni Braxton applied for divorce. Yes. So when they got, they know that, so TMZ found out about the marriage because they found the divorce docs first. So in her filing that TMZ saw, the listed separation date was August 10th. Now, a quick recap for you guys. The couple held a secret wedding ceremony. Then 2 days later, Toni, at least, says that they were on the outs and headed for divorce. In the docs, Toni Braxton, her attorney, called the marriage irretrievably broken. And another plot twist to this is that although it seems like they were headed for a split, Toni then dismissed the divorce petition in January of 2025, and Birdman signed off on that too. So as of now, they're legally married, husband and wife, and, you know, I was going to say they're happy, but we don't know because we didn't even know they was married in the first place.
Well, you know, Toni's never been that Braxton who had all her business out in the opening.
100%.
You know, so, and Birdman ain't really the type of person that's open about stuff too, because then he like to threaten niggas when people talk about him.
I know, okay.
So,
and it's two people here that's real quiet.
you know what I mean? And I'm not surprised.
What are we supposed to say about this situation?
That's their business.
Yeah, but I'm also not surprised that we didn't know anything about their marriage because of those reasons.
Yeah.
But does TMZ just type in everybody's name in the computer till they find something? Like what made them type in Toni Braxton? Was there Toni Braxton news? That was like, really type it in, like.
It depends. Well, first of all, a while ago there was like a news circulating that Toni Braxton and Birdman had gotten got married in a private wedding in Mexico, and that was like making the rounds, but Toni Braxton had reposted it and said fake news. So I think that kind of like set an alarm off for some people where they were like, what is going on? But you never know. It could have been like a tip. Somebody like, yo, I know they got married. Here's where they got married. So then you know where to go look for the docs.
And not for nothing, he did just fall asleep on the stage the other day. So they probably like got the dig and like, okay, what else is going on? Where's Toni? Why was she there? And then boom, there we go.
Toni was there when she fell asleep?
No, that's right. Why wasn't she there?
You know,
because she would have whisked him off the stage. That's her husband.
You right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so that was December 2023 when that fake news was, well, it was fake news then, but real news later was circulating. So maybe, I don't know what, this could have been several different things, but congratulations to them. Yeah.
Are you going to do some digging to see why it was a divorce so fast?
I've already begun
I know
on
you
that.
did.
Because she said irretrievably.
Yeah, which normally when people say that, it's like...
What do you mean?
That you can't fix it. Like,
okay.
Let me look that up because people be in the comments like, here's a real definition.
I thought that meant irreconcilable.
I'm about to look, Jess. I don't know.
That's the word too.
Irretrievably broken is, I don't know what the word is. It's
what if
the
he had
situation
that
where
in
the
his wedding
relationship
vows,
is broken beyond repair.
What if he had that in his wedding vows already? Like, I reserve the right to be finished. I'll be done anytime I want to.
It's not a term like a contract. His vow is not supposed to say stuff like that.
But you can make your vows anything you want. Yup.
It's the expression of love, not a contract.
That's why you got to have God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost in your relationship. All three of them. Because when those things happen, you need that bond, that spiritual faith to keep y'all together.
You up here playing about that man marriage right now. You being
I'm
real
not.
funny.
Stop being messy like you
have. You being real funny.
He could have been. I ain't sitting, okay? It's sitting.
Continue on, Lauren. Continue on.
I'm going to continue on. You finished? You done? You finished? You done?
I didn't even say nothing.
All right. So Esther Dean, as we mentioned earlier in the show, she posted another statement on this whole Keri Hilson turning me on Beyoncé leaked
super duper long.
Yeah, I didn't read that the whole thing. I was like, I wait for Lauren to read it.
I read it. So it's an open letter from Esther Dean, and she said it's for Keri, for creators, for the record. She stayed quiet for a long time, but she believes that telling the truth, especially when the internet starts telling its own version of the story, is important. Back in July 2008, she started working with Polo the Don in Atlanta. She then moved to LA to write for Polo's artists at Interscope. She wasn't famous. She wasn't clout chasing, and she was in the studio day and night, writing 3 to 4 songs a day. No friends, no family, just work. Whenever the studio was open, she wrote. Polo called her. She showed up, and that's how it was. So then the Turn Me On remix happened. She said one night Polo called her and asked her to write a remix verse for Keri Hilson, something that was like street, edgy, and for the culture. He left the room, and she sat there, coming up with different ideas. She then came up with, I shot the sheriff, but wait till I shoot these beats down, down. Shot these beats down, down. And
that's crazy.
Right. So then she basically is listening to lyrics that she came up with or whatever. And she said that, at the time, she didn't have like the same platform that Keri Hilson had. Keri Hilson was the celebrity at that time. She was already massive. She didn't need saving, so it wasn't like this song was created to save her career. She was out making history already. Then she answers the question, why I speak now? She says, because while our stories may look similar now, back then they weren't. Keri was speaking on big platforms I didn't have access to, and it was her story to tell, not mine. I stayed writing. No hate, no shade, just truth. What Keri went through was sad. She's a great artist, a beautiful spirit, and she deserves grace. She took her lessons. Now I'll take mine. Respect always. So I think that this double confirms Keri's sentiments when she was here.
Yeah, absolutely.
If this was a court of law, Keri Hilson would be innocent. Her story is adding up in every way. Also, people don't realize how much some folks have to compromise themselves in this business. We talked about it when Keri was here. They told Keri her career was going to be over. She did what she thought she had to do. She said she was protecting everybody in the situation. Now, 15 years, 16 years later, she telling her truth.
Yeah.
And the truth seems like it's adding up to me.
Yeah. And why is it so hard for people to believe stuff like that? We've heard things like this happen countless times in this industry. Like,
you know why, Jess?
What?
Because nobody cares about the truth and the lies more entertaining.
Well, yeah.
They rather make the jokes on Keri and put the beads in her comments.
Yeah.
But I hope she gets the clarity she needs, that she can continue on, because she felt like she was blocked. She felt like people didn't respect her. So I hope she's able to get what she really wants out there now.
Yeah, and I know she was really appreciative of the conversation that we had in here with her, and just like the reaction to it. I talked to her yesterday for a bit, and she was like, she was just really thankful for feeling comfortable enough to have a conversation about it.
She felt like this was a safe place for her.
Yeah.
Well, she should have dropped the album today. I don't know why she waiting until the 18th. The album We Need to Talk come out on the 18th. They should have dropped today.
But you know what? What if she didn't even plan on opening up about that?
She didn't.
That's true.
Because she didn't.
That's true.
That's,
I don't think she
you know
did.
what I'm saying? Y'all like really provided that safe space for her to do that. What if she never even planned on walking in to talk about that?
That's right.
So that's good though.
Yep.
All right, well, that's the latest with Lauren.
See, Breakfast Club interviews ain't all bad, y'all. We don't get everybody in trouble.
It don't even be us. It be Charlamagne
We
and
be
everybody
solving
be
cases.
Charlamagne.
They be so
It's
scared.
all you.
They be so scared of you.
Like we solved the case.
We did.
We solved the case.
We solving cases.
Yes. Thank
All
you.
right.
Michelle Obama, that's why she got at you, calling them people.
Come on, team. Everybody
saying
come in.
Michelle and
Everybody
Barack
come
were
in.
getting a divorce.
Come on, guys. Everybody come in. Come on. It's
You gotta put your wig on, though. You gotta put your wig on if you do it. You gotta put your wig on. All right, there we go.
I pump 3 ounces a day. I got milk.
Milk on 3. 1, 2, 3. Milk.
Give Lauren some for her edges so they'll lay down because nothing else working.
Please
Jesus.
stop
All right.
today.
We got front page news when we come back.
It
and
was
then
all the
Vibes
team.
will be joining us.
So good about a week ago.
It's the
No,
breakfast.
wait, no, it wasn't.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Check out video of the full show on Tubi. Free. Classic interviews and more on Tubi every day, all day long, all for free. Just search Breakfast Club and grab your popcorn.